Imagine stepping into Mexico, a land bursting with culture and life, yet so unfamiliar. That was me 4 years ago, an immigrant to Mexico who didn't speak, read, or write in Spanish, embarking on a journey to discover Latin America. I sought a simpler, more joyful life rooted in family and culture. But little did I know the journey in Mexico wasn't just a chapter, it was the beginning of a new adventure. Now as I walk through the colorful streets of Granada, Nicaragua, I can see the world through a lens crafted in Mexico. My Mexican journey didn't just change me, it transformed how I perceive and interact with and understand Latin America. Join me as I draw parallels between my life in Mexico and my experiences here in Granada, Nicaragua, showing how one chapter of life in Latin America can deeply impact and inform the next. No, gracias. Hola. One of my aspirations in becoming an immigrant to Mexico was to broaden my horizon into the wider realm of Latin America. Previously, as an African American from the United States, I had traveled to all but 3 of the Central American countries. Those trips were enriching, yet in ways I couldn't fully grasp back then, they were also limited. Most were vacations in resorts or private homes, providing a comfortable, yet somewhat cocooned glimpse into each country. But this time in Granada, it was different. Picture this, retired men gathered in a park each morning discussing current events over coffee and a game of checkers. And it wasn't just about observing. I was able to engage in meaningful conversations with vendors, hotel staff, taxi drivers, and locals I met along the way. These are just a few examples of what made this trip to Granada, Nicaragua feel so special because it was the first time I felt a really strong connection with the people. From an aesthetic perspective, I saw many folks that could have been relatives of mine. I wasn't just an observer to the events around me with little understanding. I was able to be a part of the rhythm of their daily lives. I even befriended several people who worked near my hotel, gaining insider tips on pricing and tour expectations. Interestingly enough, many noted that their interactions with me were very different compared to other European and foreign tourists. I think they could sense my familiarity with their environment. Now, my improved Spanish proficiency was the game changer. While I'm very far from where I want to be, it broke down barriers, allowing for connections that were impossible in my previous Central American travels. Being able to read signs, understand the environment, and navigate the streets made me feel at ease, almost like I was back home in Mexico. Improving my Spanish ability is super high on my goals list for 2024. This trip highlighted how much more putting in this work will improve my life. Another shift I noticed was in my perspective. Mexico, not the United States, became my reference point. When asked where am I from, I found myself saying Mexico first. This change in identity and viewpoint is why I'm making this video, to explore this new lens through which I view the world.
quiero más problemas, quiero más fiesta y alegría en mi vida. Estoy trabajando todos los días, pero no siento mucha pena. La semana está por terminar y la fiesta va a empezar. Oye. El trabajo está terminando, los trajitos se están mezclando y todo el mundo está preparando, porque la fiesta va a empezar y la rumba va a formar y la salsa rica, música buena para disfrutar. Oye, para que tú sepas, mami. Eso es. Ay, mami, tú sabes quién llegó. Y la rumba ya se formó. Estamos aquí para guarachar porque la fiesta ya empezó. Y la rumba ya se formó. Ahí suena los tambores, el quinto y el tres dos. La rumba ya se formó. Ay, gózalo, mi salsa y rumba, cómo no. La rumba ya se formó. Ay, menéate con ritmo, mamita, menéate con salsa nada más. La rumba ya se formó. Oye, esa cosa que me hiciste, mami, me gustó. La rumba ya se formó. El cuero, muchacho, te estoy llamando rumbero. La rumba ya se formó. Ay, por eso mira, gózalo, ay, gózalo, ay, gózalo. La rumba ya se formó. Hago mis trombones, qué rico. La rumba ya se formó. Y la rumba ya se formó. Qué sabroso. La rumba ya se formó. Y la rumba ya se formó. Súbelo otra vez. Y la rumba ya se formó. Y la rumba ya se formó. Bueno, cuidado. Se formó. Estamos en la fiesta. Me voy. Un, dos, tres,
Granada is a stunning colonial city, boasting a 500-year history. My daily runs and walks to the lake were delightful, and I always felt safe, though I heeded local advice about avoiding certain areas. The city offered numerous opportunities to help others, more so than in Merida, something that I truly embraced. I highly recommend a 4 to 5 day visit to this magnificent city. While Granada shares many similarities with life in Mexico, like the great weather, fresh food, and vibrant music, some differences were stark. A word of caution to my fellow Mexicans: don't expect the same pedestrian right-of-way in Nicaragua. And while I missed the array of salsas and picantes I've grown to love in Mexico, the food in Granada was delicious and surprisingly affordable. Dining at upscale spots like Cafe de Art, the Garden Cafe, or Kathy's Waffle House, a lavish breakfast never exceeded $20, including a coffee, smoothie, and the entree. Financially, Granada felt like a third of the cost of Merida Mexico, which explains its popularity among foreign retirees. Yo, I'm curious to hear from you. If you moved to Mexico, how's it changed your view of the world? And for those that are born in Mexico, what's your experience traveling to Central America? Drop your comments below. I'd love to hear your stories. Until next time, looking at life through Mexican lenses. MexitPlans Monty, Amu.